We are going to be talking about some things that have to do with sex. Yes, I know. So if that's a super uncomfortable conversation for you, hey, no hard feelings. You're probably not going to feel comfortable with this video. Okay, we're also going to be talking about romance, intimacy, attraction. And again, these kinds of conversations can catch some people off guard, but I'm just going to be real no filter about it. Okay. So if you can align with who you really are, this authentic power within you, it creates a sort of vibration in your field. Okay, this is a very esoteric way of speaking about it, but it's true. It creates a sort of vibration in your field that emanates a fullness. Okay, now if you are emanating a fullness because you have achieved union with yourself, you are now highly attractive to other individuals who are ready to share in a human experience with another. Okay, so to put this plainly, okay, attraction is not based on how you look. Okay, it does not matter what you look like. I guarantee you that who you are, if you align with what I'm going to share with you in this video, is so goddamn attractive. You could be attracting into your life all the 10s on a scale of 1 to 10, you know, like, oh, they're a 7, they're an 8, which is so silly. But you get what I'm saying. I'm telling you, it does not matter who you are, where you are, what you look like, what your situation is. Attraction is all about vibration. And as a matter of fact, the way that you look is based on a certain vibration that is relevant to the imprint of your soul in this reality. Said otherwise, you logged into the human game and you chose this avatar. Okay, so let's first, if you're really going to tune into the power that we're going to go into together in this video, okay, first things first, drop your self-loathing ideas about yourself. Oh, I wish my nose was smaller, right? Oh, I wish I wasn't as big. Oh, I wish I was taller. Oh, I wish this, I wish that. Okay, drop that stuff. The only reason you're holding on to that stuff is because our society is this is one of the dumb things in our society, just in my opinion. All the magazines and trying to show you, you should be like this and be like that. And if you just buy this product, you can look like this girl on this magazine. It's just all about money. It's not based in truth. It's based on what these big companies and producers have figured out tricks you into spending your money, because for you to buy something, you have to first feel like you are not good enough without it. If you know that you are good enough and you have everything you need right now, there's never any need to buy anything. Anything. See this? If you have everything you need right now, why would you need that? So the marketing schemes are based on making you think you aren't full right now. You aren't good enough. Otherwise, you're not going to buy shit. Okay? So this is the first thing. Drop your self-loathing ideas about yourself. You are beautiful. You are amazing. You are here on purpose. There is a specialness to you that if you tap into, everyone's going to be feeling it. Okay? But if you're tuned into this, I'm not good enough, that's what everyone's going to feel off of you. For a very important reason that we need to understand to move forward now in this conversation. When people see you and they feel you, actually the way that you look and present yourself is a very small percent of the actual impression that people get of you. The biggest impression that people get of you is, how do you feel about yourself? Okay? How do you feel about yourself? Because how you feel about yourself, this self-esteem, this statement that you make to reality, this is who I am. Okay? On an unconscious level, everyone else is agreeing with it socially. Okay, so quite literally, for a simple example, I have a certain way that I feel about myself, and because I'm so sure of it, I'm so in my knowing place about it, everybody else just accepts that this is who Nathan is. This is the role that Nathan is. This is the character I am saying that I am to life. Okay, think about it like this. This is how it helps me to think of it. It frees up a lot of space. Makes reality a lot more malleable than you may have felt it to be up to this point. Life is like an improv stage. It's a theater. And you and I are improv actors. Now, whoever you say you are to life, life agrees it has to match and accept that and say, you're right, this is who you are. Now, have you ever seen movies with like C-list or B-list actors, and it's like kind of uncomfortable to watch because they're just not really that good of actors. Okay, well, what makes somebody a good actor versus not? Okay, well, this is something that I have some experience in because I actually grew up in acting and theater and spent like literally the first 20 years of my life all in with this stuff. So this is really what it comes down to with acting, and you're going to see why this is part of the conversation in just a moment, I promise. People who are just delivering their lines and saying it with the right tone of voice and making the right face feels inauthentic. The really good actors, they are feeling what they are saying. They are believing what they are saying. They are in that moment, that role, period. They are able to completely set down the human character person that they believe themselves to be and adopt this other role and be it absolutely authentically fully. That's a good actor, okay? What I want to help you to understand is that this person that you are an improv actor. Your whole story you tell yourself about who you are is literally a made-up psychological projection that you have picked up along the way. Maybe you said things that were funny at the dinner table one time when you were younger. Everybody laughed. Next week, a week later, you said something funny in class. Everybody laughed. So you say, I am Nathan. I am a funny person. People laugh at what I say. And so you start telling more jokes, getting more laughter, and you further begin to tell and weave this story that I am a comedian. This is what every single one of us have done with our lives. Now, you might be saying to yourself, Nathan, I'm not attractive. People don't give me that attention. People don't give me that time of day. Well, let me ask you something. Are you giving yourself that time of day? Are you giving yourself the love that you're wondering why others aren't giving it to you? Let me explain why this is so important. And I know you already know this. You wouldn't be seeing this video otherwise. You must love yourself. You must be attracted to yourself for others to come along and say, I also love you and am attracted to you. Life is always reflecting to you who you are. You need to give yourself what it is that you believe someone else is supposed to give you. This is my definition of a relationship. Okay, this is my belief, my perspective. Take it or leave it. You don't have to agree with me, because all I'm saying is just another story. It's all stories. It's all just stories. You choose which one you want to believe and live your life in. Okay, so here's my story. Most people believe that a relationship is, this person is going to make me happy and fulfill me. I believe that a relationship is, I am happy, I am fulfilled, and this is the person I'm going to share my fulfillment with. Do you see the difference? I'm not looking to other people to fill my cup. I am such a full cup that it is overflowing. And that makes me an extremely attractive partner and individual because people feel that genuinely and authentically off of me because it's the truth of who I am. I have discovered I am everything that I need. And do you see others feel that and they say, oh, this guy's got something. I want to go over there and see what this guy's got going on. And you know what? If that wasn't true, then there wouldn't be thousands of people watching my videos. It's just the truth. There's all kinds of people that could be saying and teaching the same kinds of things that I am, but I'm fulfilled. I've discovered fulfillment and satisfaction within myself. You can feel that off of me. That's why you'd rather listen to me tell you about it than somebody else who knows the information but hasn't really clicked it in themselves. Okay, so I know this might sound like an egotistical thing so far where I'm talking myself up, but again, this is one of those conversations where I need to step aside myself and just be honest with you about some of my ideas, beliefs, and things that I feel that actually have an effect on my reality via the story that I tell myself, okay? Via the reality that is actually within me. So here's what you need to know, okay? Drop your whole idea about your looks being important, okay? In my personal opinion, every single person, I do not care who you are or what you look like, you could be a 10 out of 10. You could be. But you have to look in the mirror and appreciate yourself. In my personal opinion, people who become quote unquote ugly in reality, that is a manifestation they have created. I think every single one of us from the day that we're born into this world, this is my personal opinion. And I really, really feel that this is true. Just to be honest with you, I think that everybody has the potential to be super attractive or not. And that if from a young age you look in the mirror and you decide to find all the things that you dislike about yourself, you manifest over time more things to not like about yourself, and you literally create and manifest your appearance to reality. Okay, from a young age, I decided that I was good looking and I manifested that to reality. Now, I might not be your type or your cup of tea. I'm not trying to claim that every single person out there wants to be with me, okay? I'm not insane. But this is a testament to the power that we are. You need to start seeing yourself as beautiful, not lying to yourself, not like, I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful. Okay, don't just like affirm it over and over again if you don't actually feel like it's true. You need to genuinely shift from the whole conversation about, I don't like my body, or this or that. We've got so many things about it. Or my personality isn't good, or all these things. Reality, external reality, society, people trying to sell stuff to you, want to trick you into thinking that you are not good enough. What I really would like for you to feel and walk away from this video at the end knowing fully is that you are good enough. You are amazing. And understand that if you realize that, you will tap in to the amazingness that you are, and you will begin to express it to the world. Because right now you have a certain story that says, once I finally get that six-pack at the gym, then I can express my authentic awesomeness to the world. Then the world will love me. That's just a story you're telling. How about you just be your awesome self right now, right? Now, my personality, so to speak, and yours and anybody else watching this video, might not match everybody else, right? Because there are people in the world that are telling a certain story that, for example, they want to like live in society and do the 9-to-5 job and have a certain family in a certain kind of way, right? So I am obviously not the right partner for them because I am telling a completely different story. For me, my whole life is a spiritual moment. That's what it is for me. For me, I'm all in with sharing my love and giving what I have within myself to others. Now, I'm not saying the other person and telling their story isn't also simultaneously doing that, but my story that I tell myself about wanting to travel and living in the wilderness is going to sabotage what they want, okay? So understand that partnership-wise, who we often end up with is somebody that is choosing to walk in at least a similar direction to you. They have to be making the same kind of decisions about what they want for their life. Otherwise, you're both going to be walking in different directions, and that's going to create tension. It's going to create resistance. You're going to resent each other. You're going to say, you need to change, and they're going to say, you need to change, when in truth, you need to just accept that both of you are choosing to have a different experience in life, and so unconditional love in this sense means you need to let each other go. And I'm familiar with that happening in relationships, by the way. I'm familiar with those moments of, hey, you know, actually the most loving thing we could do right now for each other is let each other go. So sometimes that's a hard pill to swallow. Now, let's look at sex for a second, okay? Because it is a fundamental part of human life, and it's a real thing. It's not a topic that needs to be all woo-woo and avoided. I mean, it's sex. You know, call a spade a spade. It's sex. It is what it is. You drop all the weirdness so that you can receive this, and you're going to be grateful you did, I think. Now, sex, oftentimes, think about it like this, and I don't want to explain it. Your vibration, who you are, your soul, your spirit, is like a certain pitch, right? Like a musical note. Now, you're not just going to see somebody else and be searching for the person who's playing the same exact note on the piano as you to have sex with, because sex is like making a song, vibrationally speaking, and it is a vibrational event. You might not realize it and be conscious of it, but it is a vibrational masterpiece. It is like a Beethoven playwright. Okay, so you're a pitch, they're a pitch, and you're like bouncing all these pitches off of each other and making a song. So the idea to find a perfect partner for you, for whether it's intimate, romantic, sexual, whatever it is, a friendship even, this applies to everything. We are like musical notes that are complementing each other, and we are making a sort of orchestration together. So realize that you don't need to change yourself or present yourself in an inauthentic way to impress others. This is a horrible idea, because what you're basically saying on the human level is, hey, I'm in the key of C, right? I'm a C note. They're like, oh, this guy says he's a C note. I'm playing in the key of C. Let's come over, and you start doing your thing, and they're like, what the hell? And you're like, oh, it's really uncomfortable to keep trying to pretend to be something I'm not. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm actually in the key of D. They're like, okay, well, go play with someone in the key of D, all right? Because this ain't working. So this is the point. You need to authentically be who you are so that the quote-unquote right people that are a good match for you, that you'll have great experiences here on this planet with, are in alignment with the key that you're in. Okay, so this is the key. Be yourself. Understand that you are beautiful, you are attractive, you are amazing, you are such a catch. Okay, and if you have experiences with people making you feel that you're not, you need to understand that those were just people playing a different song. Those were people telling a different story than you. In my personal opinion, sorry, I know this feels like very high, fast-talking energy. It's just the way it's happening. Okay, all a relationship is, in my personal opinion, is somebody walks on stage and says, hey, you're cute, I like you, and your character says, oh, you're cute, I like you too. And then you basically just agree, do you want to tell the story of having a monogamous romantic relationship or polyamorous or whatever you are is totally cool with me, no judgment, right? So, and then you just agree, this is the story I want to tell. But some people on the soul level, they want to tell the story of, this is the scene in the episode in my life where I'm fully focused on my career. And somebody walks on stage and says, hey, do you want to tell the story of having this relationship? And they're like, no, I'm telling a different story right now. Your entire life is just stories you're telling. Nothing in life has any inherent meaning except the meaning you assign to it. And this is the case in all of our relationships too. All right, so spring is here, love is in the air, sex energy is very active within us in this season. I'm feeling it immensely, okay? And I'm just gonna be real about it because I feel like it's the best way to have a conversation, is just be straight up, you know, just be real with each other, tell the truth. To me, it's like, I find women to be I'm very taken by women. You know, I can be focused on what I'm doing, and for me, what is attractive isn't necessarily who they put on a magazine. To me, there's a sort of natural beauty. It's not what somebody looks like, it's the presence. It's their presence. I can feel their soul. That's what I'm all about, okay? So when I go by someone and they got this presence, I'm just taken by it. It's just so beautiful to me, and it's invigorating, and then my sex energy starts vibing. And so what I'm trying to express is sometimes you might want to intentionally channel this energy that's within you right now, especially in this season, into something that you want to tell the story of. Because honestly, the truth is, you might not actually, on the soul level, want to be using your energy right now to tell the story of relationships or whatever, right? Maybe you just think you do, because of all those Disney movies you watched as a kid with the prince and princess, okay? Maybe it's just a certain story ingrained in you that you think you're supposed to be doing because everyone else is doing it. Maybe the authentic you right now is more focused on doing some inner work on your own, right? And maybe doing that inner work on your own right now actually will help you to get ready for the stage and scene in your life that may be a little bit of down the ways, maybe a year, maybe a week, maybe 2 years, I don't know. Maybe you need to get ready, right? Maybe right now it's about getting ready. And I want to explain something that may seem a little bit strange, but again, just for the sake of authenticity, I have met a sort of energy in the energy dimension, in the soul plane, right? And this is an energy, this is a soul that I have not met or seen before on the human level, because souls have many incarnations, right? My soul, for example, is incarnated not just as Nathan right now, but many, many others. You may be the actual same soul as me. I don't know. It's just a cool thing to consider, right? We have multiple incarnations. Now, I've recognized that there's a certain soul that has shown up in my life repeatedly. It was the same soul that was my best friend Lucas in high school, the same soul that was Ruby, the same soul that has taken the part of many other friends in my life. So it's a soul that's like a powerful friend to me. So I know on a soul level we're friends, we're playing this game together. I interacted with a soul that I have not met in person before, and a very special union and recognition took place. But I know that I'm not ready to meet this being yet in their human incarnation. But I know that it's coming. So sometimes manifestation, this doesn't just apply to relationships, right? And I'm not even necessarily talking about relationships at this point. Just an energy dimension dynamic, I think, may help open some doors for you in your life. Sometimes you connect with something energetically. And you always make an energetic connection first before the physical manifestation can happen. So that means that if you're trying to attract wealth, for example, you must first within yourself meet and connect with the vibration of wealth before you can experience it in a physical manifestation. You see this? So you may feel an intimate connection within yourself and be wondering why it hasn't shown up in reality yet. And my question to you is your union with this energy, whether it's a person, whether it's a career, a financial situation, whatever it is, my question to you is, are you actually in alignment with that union? Are you actually being fully authentic and genuine with who you are in life? Because, you know, what if the job that is totally in alignment with your soul? What if the romantic partnership that is totally in alignment with your soul? What if those things can't show up for you until you are at a certain place, a certain point with your personal development of being who you are? Because you wouldn't want to meet the right person at the wrong time, would you? No, and you can't actually. Reality won't do that. It won't do that. You can only get reflected to you who you are. So my encouragement to those of you out there who struggle with, why am I single? Why am I not getting the attention? What's going on? What's wrong with me? Do I need to improve myself? You don't need to improve yourself. Who you are is perfect already. So it's not about changing yourself or trying to improve yourself. It's about letting go of, you need to stop being and telling the stories to life that are not actually resonant of who you really are. You need to be who you really are. Go where you really want to be in the world. That's where you're going to meet the person. Do what you really love. Live your passion. Be who you are. Be this authentic, genuine self, because only then can the things in life that are really meant to be here with us can show up. A lot of our life is us dabbling with inauthenticity, right? Being inauthentic, not being the real you, said otherwise. And if you are not being really who you are yet, then you're going to continue engaging with relationships, jobs, situations in life that are also people and things that are not being who they really are. So it's like two people who don't really know who they are yet, projecting the story at each other. Are you my person? Why don't we say that we are? But neither of you are actually authentically who you are yet, and you keep projecting these stories, and it creates tension, resistance, suffering, and you wonder why relationship after relationship things go a certain way. It's because you're not being who you really are yet. You have to be who you are, because the person that you want to spend your life with, so to speak, it's an example, okay? The person you want to spend your life with, don't you think that they are being who they really are? So you have to be who you really are too, because that's the person that they want to be with. They want to be with you. So you have to be you. Only then can they enter your life. And this is so much of what manifestation has to do with. You need to get ready. You got to get ready. And you get ready, you prep yourself, not by trying to improve yourself or buying things or making yourself look different. You prep yourself, you get ready by continuously doing the inner work of checking in with yourself and feeling, what is authentic to me? What isn't authentic? Right? It really is as simple as that. You have the power within you to attract, to experience anything that you possibly can imagine up. And the things you've imagined up that you're so excited to experience, they can't reach you until you stop trying to get them, because all you're doing when you're doing that is you're saying, I'm not good enough on my own right now. I wish these things were here. Then I could be happy. No, you got to be happy now. You got to be fulfilled and authentic now for those things to actually show up. Okay? So really, maybe you're seeing this video right now because it's time to get ready. It's time to get real. Maybe it's time to take a serious leap in your life and acknowledge, hey, I'm great, and you're great, and we are all so great. Don't let yourself get so flustered by all the things happening around you and all the people and all the situations. If you maintain your focus and your consciousness position on what is happening within you, you will find that everything just aligns perfectly for you in physical reality. Because physical reality is a manifestation of what is happening within you. Not the other way around, okay? A lot of people are confused and they think that what happens outside of them is what causes them to feel certain ways within themselves. But it's actually that the way you feel within yourself is what's causing certain situations, people, and things to happen in a certain way externally. Isn't that interesting? Okay, so I am in the process right now in my life of getting ready, going all in, being myself, because I know that all the people, situations, and all the beauty I feel within myself can only come and meet me when I am me. And it's my personal opinion and belief and experience that it's not any different for you. So no, this video isn't encouraging you to act a certain way. Or if you just do this, girls or guys will be so attracted to you. All that's bullshit. It's just a waste of your time and energy. You got a really precious and beautiful piece of time that the universe has handed you to exist as this person that you are right now. I suggest stop trying to get all this stuff outside of yourself, including relationships and sex and all of it. And just be here now in this moment to go within yourself and feel what is really you. Because that is what is going to make the real difference in your life. What do you think about this conversation? Have you ever had any experiences that kind of show you that what we're talking about here could totally be true? Or have you ever had any contradicting experiences that make you wonder, hey, what is really going on in reality? Let me know below. I'd love to hear from you guys. And just so you know, I have an immense amount of courses and class material. I do one-on-one coaching, live event recordings, all kinds of amazing transformation experiences and opportunities tagged in the description of this video. Thank you very much for being here today. Much love to you. And I'll see you in the next video.